All right. Because of a plasma overheat, my command squad, pictured here, bravely ran away, and therefore is no longer actually on the board. The orcs, the last surviving orcs, are here, but due to a significant kill point lead, the Imperial Guard have vanquished the orcs. Now, there's a slight problem. Josh did actually forget that he had double purchased Mega Armored Knobs, so he is actually 120 points down. So he gets put an asterisk by this win column for me. He's like, meh, whatever, bro.
I mean, I could have bought another truck and had it explode.
So, what are your feelings about trucks, Josh?
I think that orc trucks are terrible, and they're terrible, and they should hold more orcs. The fact that you can only hold 12 orcs in a single truck makes them, in my opinion, useless for mobs. You would have your mobs at max strength because you're going to take some casualties. You don't want them running, because if they run, they can't rally anymore.
So, Josh, even though you're in Wapakoneta, Ohio, where apparently no one actually is a human being and plays 40K,
Yeah.
if you were in some place that played 40K,
Yeah.
what would your next purchase be?
Battle wagon probably, or another.
Is that a singular battle wagon, Josh?
What?
Are you to mean plural battle wagons? More than one? Imagine the battle wagon full of Burnas. How delicious would that be?
Well, again, I only play with him because I don't play with anybody else, and we tend to play small point games. And I think that
1850 is a regulation game.
1850 is a regulation game. Yeah, I understand that. But 2 battle wagons in an 1850 game, that's a lot of points, man.
Well, your dudes are cheaps.
I understand that, but that's a lot of points.
And with 2 Death Rollas, bopping out strength 10 hits, D6 strength 10 hits to tanks, because you're a drunk driver, that's pretty goddamn funny.
Okay. I'm just saying, it still seems like the way I play, the way I like my orcs, and the way I've always liked orcs is I like a horde army, and I like to spend a lot of points on boys.
Green Tide.
Yeah, I like that. I dig that. I think that I made a mistake by separating out my my mech. My mech should have followed the cans over here, giving them the cover save. That was a big mistake on my part. Instead of trying to follow the boys, since the boys had a lot of cover from here over anyway. Besides that, you were shooting through your guys, giving them cover saves anyway.
Yeah.
I should have. If I would have came over there, they would have probably gotten to your line.
I really feel badly about this game because I feel it's like a frustrating experience for you because you're playing guard. My firing phases last a goddamn half an hour, if not longer, and all you're doing is just removing wound counters.
Well, orcs are there to be shot in the face. You know, I mean, that's what they're there for. They're there to soak up things.
Are you saying they're a knob delivery vehicle?
They really are. I think if I would have had more bikes, the bikes would have ripped you. If I would have had like 2 or 3 squads of bikes.
What I think you really need, to be honest, is to add not anything. Keep the ground pounding force. Go and add commandos. Add what's his face, the commando dude who gets them the back table edge, and 2 Burnas because they add the 2d6 penetration. Charging my tank lines that offering all that fire support, delicious. I would completely redevise my strategy for deployment and rethink exactly how I did my stuff. Commandos, Storm Boys, or more bikes. You need some fast-moving elements that are distracting.
I think what screwed me was you pushing my knob squad back, and then my bikes the next turn.
Psycho Battle Squad, if I didn't have that, I would be dead.
Yeah. If that tank wouldn't have been stuck, and you would have gotten it up here, I don't know if that would have been an advantage for you.
It really wasn't. I was trying to clear my line of sight to make sure I had line of sight for my heavy bolters.
Right.
But it turns out I didn't really need it. So
no, you really didn't need it for the heavy bolters. I mean, another thing is what I don't understand is, like I said, I understand it, but it kind of sucks. I charge and assault one of your tanks. I destroy your tank, and then, oh, sorry, I'm not in combat with the guys that are in the tank. That's kind of dumb.
Well, I'm sure that once the 6th edition comes around, probably next year, they'll probably address that. Or not, because it's Games Workshop, who the fuck knows.
I mean, you guys are coming out of there. I'm not going to get into hand-to-hand combat with the guys crawling out of the tank that I just ripped to shreds.
The operant thing to do is, with a large squad like you have with boys, is to surround the entire vehicle. If it blows up, it blows up. You can't do much about that. But if they wrecks on a 5, and people are forced to deploy, like I was talking to you about the other thing, then the squad is wiped. Which is why it's essential to have those boys in there with that lower strength. So hopefully they'll glance it to death, and you'll get that wrecked effect, and then I'll be forced to be destroyed. My friend uses gargoyles for that in his Tyranid list, and it's rather effective.
But then I feel like if I don't get my boys up there fast enough, they're going to get shot to hell, and there won't be enough to surround shit, which leads me to tanks or trucks. And trucks are terrible. So the battle wagon, is the battle wagon armor?
14, either 12 or 13 on the side, and then decent in the back.
That's decent.
It's like 10 in the back.
That's decent. And besides that, if I wanted to, I could always add heavy armor to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
It's not worth it.
Keep it open top. Just keep.
No. Armor plating, not make it a.
Not an art case. Yeah. Okay.
There's another thing you can do. But anyway, I think we're done recording now.
All right. Cool. Well, this is Matt Stanley, aka Vol 42nd, and that's Josh, my little brother, and we had a good time playing. And
I'm going to kick him in the balls after we're done.
Probably, and we won't record that. Later. Bye.